Hosting today's session. Over to Haritha Madam.
Thank you, sir. Welcome all and very good morning. We will start the session in a few minutes. Before that, let me take you through our agenda. PM forum will start in some time and will continue for an hour. Then we will take break for 15 minutes. We'll be running our PMI presentation during break time. At the end of the session, we will have question and answers followed by vote of thanks and certificate giving. If anybody wants to ask questions, they can type in chat box. Your questions will be answered by our speaker before we go for break. We have two important announcements. At the end of the session, we request all the participants to provide your feedback, which helps us to improve in our upcoming sessions. PDU details along with step-by-step instructions to claim PDUs will be provided to all our participants through mail ID as per attendance. Now let me introduce our speaker for today, Dr. Abhay Juvekar. Dr. Abhay Juvekar has over 37 years of managerial and technical experience in the field of information technology. Information technology established integrated and cost-effective managerial controls in software development, service management, information security, risk management, business excellence, organizational processes. He is a corporate trainer for quality processes, practices, tools, and methods also. He has 16 years of experience in quality management. He has vast experience as program management and also has 18 years of experience in delivery management in large global MNCs. He has a doctorate degree in IT management, quality management. He received various professional certifications, including lead auditor certifications, Six Sigma Black Belt, Prince 2, and many more. And he has also won Performance Excellence Awards also. He is also a Doctorate of Science degree aspirant. He published many research papers in international Scopus journals. Dr. Abhay has been awarded as Excellent Performance Award, Star Performer Award, and Spot Recognition Award also. Over to Dr. Abhay.
Hello, good morning all. Now today I will be presenting my research in nutshell. Development of mathematical models for business problems in information technology organizations. Now, this topic I will customize in such a way that it will be standardized for all the industries. I have done mainly research in IT organization, but the same can be taken over or same can be extrapolated for any business domains. So basically, I will try to make it lucid and palatable by making the session interactive. Also, I will see that whatever fundamentals are there, they are clear, and then you can apply that in your day-to-day life. So we will start with development of mathematical models for business processing information technology. Now, each industry or each organization has got peculiar problems. Now, problems become such a grave that the industry or the entire organization is sick, and then it goes for acquisition and merger or for sale. Here, what we are doing is whatever sick organizations are there, we will make them non-sick. We'll try to make them normal. And whatever normal organizations are there, we'll try to make them as more robust and healthy. So this is the intention of this topic. And this topic has been researched in such a way that the fruits of it will be for any industry. It is not limited to any particular organization or particular business segment or particular practice, but it can be standardized by all. So basically, this is my curriculum vitae. I have 37 plus years of total experience in IT. I have played all the roles of project manager, delivery director, quality manager, risk manager, agile project manager, risk manager. Now at present, I am doing hands-on work on IBM mainframe. That is, you oscillate from programmer till the top level and then again down. That is required. We know that industry has got several problems and we have to present the problems to the top management. At that time, we cannot say that
Hello,
this was done
Dr.
by
Abhay,
junior.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Dr. Abhay, have you changed your presentation page, because we are still on the title page?
I have changed it. Now can you see? Hello?
No, sir, it is still the title page.
Hello?
You can share your screen.
Hello, are other participants also on title page?
No, sir,
Hello?
we can see curriculum vitae of a research scholar.
Yeah, that is there. I'm on that side only.
Okay.
So basically, I am on at present. I'm
Okay,
doing
no problem.
hands-on work on mainframe. So that's how you have to become manager, then delivery manager, then you're a program manager, then all roles. Then you should be able to work hands-on as a programmer also, because every time you have to oscillate between top to bottom and bottom to top. And when you are at the top, you should be hands-on for all the levels below so that people don't cheat you or you don't cut a sorry figure. So to earn respect, you have to be hands-on on everything. So that was my objective, and that's how I have gone in my career. Now, long back, I had a MSc in corporate, and these other qualifications are there which you do when you are when you are working. Now with this, after PhD, I published around about 6 to 7 research papers. And after those research papers, I have got the admission in Doctor of Science degree, which is the top degree in India or in IT. So I'm aspirant for that. Anytime I should get it. So that's how the career goes. Now this is the agenda. That first we'll see what are the problems in IT industry. Then we'll see what is the hunch for the research. What is the hunch for this much of study. Okay. Then we will see
Hello.
what is a
Hello,
pain
sir.
area.
Abhay, sir.
What is a pain? Yeah.
Sir, actually, please be means your presentation is not in the presentation mode. PPT is not in the presentation
No,
mode.
that is fine. See, you are
Okay.
seeing the first keynote only. That's why I made to. So basically, in any scenario, what we have to do is we have to first identify the problem. There are many problems which are not identified for years together. There is nobody to identify the problem. That is, and then you have to drill down the acceptance, identification of the problem, acceptance of the problem, and then implementing the right solution. After implementing, you plan to check it. You track whether what you expected and what is actual, to what extent they are in hand. And then if results are not satisfactory, you do again rework, replan, and re-implement. And then after that, the sustenance model, so that that problem doesn't occur again. So that's how things will go. Okay. Now, in any organization, there are three tier. Tier one, business management, where you have the vision and mission, and then you have the delivery, you have the business goals. Now, business goals are break down to the delivery goals. Delivery goals are drilled down to project management goals, and then from project management, it comes to the lowest level. So higher goals need to be seen in the tier business management. The main goal is commercials. That is the only goal. Everybody knows that at top management, it is more of commercials. How much profit do I make? How much is my expansion? How much is additional profit I am making? How many companies am I acquiring? How my revenue will increase? How my profitability, how increase? Productivity increase? How do I capture new geographies? How do I capture new domains? These are the goals at the tier one level. Now, when you have these goals in your organization, you make a vision statement, you make mission statement, then you go to tier two, that is operational management. So here you will have delivery goals, translation of business goals to delivery goals. Now, delivery goals are how much should be your delivery, your how many defects are accepted, how many SLAs are there, how many mistakes are tolerated, penalty clause, how to avoid penalties, how to avoid missed deliveries. Nobody would like to miss on their deliverables. Then your earned value analysis, that where you are, what is the budget, what is the cost, what is the profit, and what was expected versus what is actual. And then tier three are your project management and other lower level of goals, schedule variance, effort variance, then your SLAs, expected time, actual time, missed SLAs, severity level 1, 2, 3, 4, defect density, post shipment defect density, then appraisal cost, prevention cost. This will be at the delivery level. So basically, organization tiers, they talk like this. What you have the top management, where I told you commercials is the only main object focus. Then you have verticals. Each organization is sliced and diced on a different model. Vertical means manufacturing, then retail, then finance, insurance. These are various verticals. Some organization, they go on practice, that is you have application maintenance, and solutions, that is development. Then tier third is account, big accounts, Lumberger, buyer, these are my accounts. And within the accounts, you have several projects. So those are P1, P2, P3 like that. This is how generally our organization structure is based. So some organization, they go by technology, mainframe projects. Then you have Java projects, SAP projects. So that's how you organization base. So if you group it, it becomes like this. First, tier one is financials. Tier two is your domain. Then comes your technology. Then comes your practices, SAP. Then application management. Then solutions. That is development and maintenance. All these are various practices, and some organizations are based on those practices. Some organizations are on geography. Tower 1 or Geography 1, where you have Europe as geography, Africa as geography, America as geography, like that. APAC is a geography. So it depends, varies from organization to organization. And then that is your business knowledge domain. Then comes your technology, then practices, then processes. So priority wise, it go like that. And down you have various methodologies like project management, agile, waterfall. Then you have Scrum, then whatnot. So many methodologies are there. Then you have tools and techniques. That so many tools, techniques, method I'm using in my organization. The more matured organization, the more automation. More automation, you have more of increase in productivity, increase in profitability. This is how the organization structure in brief goes. Okay, so we go to motivation. What is a hunch for the research? See, basically, in the current market scenario, one has to keep the market value. It is a vulnerable market. Global market across the globe. All the geographies are competing. Rates are falling. Daily engineering students are passing out in lakhs. So it is the primary responsibility of each individual to keep the pace with the current domain practices, technologies, and the financials. So to keep your market value and to give market value to your juniors, you have to have strong foundation. To earn respects, knowledge will fetch the respect. And then you require a lot of efforts to gain knowledge. It is not easy. It is very, very demanding. So that was, I felt like I should do some research. I should publish some papers in Scopus Index journals, in UGC Care List, so that I do a lot of studies and my fundamentals become clear. So basically, these are the things that was a hunch behind the research. Inaccurate estimate budgets leading to over no cost schedule. See, basically, estimates are done in the organizations wherever there is nothing, like we are cooking from the vacant world now and then. Everything is vacant. And then we have to cook quickly, and within one day we have to give the estimates. We don't have IPFUG certified estimators. There is like PMI, there is a estimation certification. So there are a lot of standard things, estimation techniques are taught. So basically, those people are not available, which leads to inaccurate estimates. Then attrition is the main problem. People from organization A go to organization B, layoffs, acquisition mergers. Now in the market, everybody knows that unless you change the organization, you are not getting 30 to 40% hike. So for that reason, everybody looks for a change in the young age, at the age of 40, 45, 50 at the most. So that attrition, whatever knowledge is there with each person, it goes with the ingenuity of that person. Knowledge capture mechanism or knowledge management is very poor in IT industry. It is poor in other industries also, but IT industry is little different. Like the tacit knowledge is not captured into the standard knowledge. It is not captured into operational knowledge. Technology instability, attrition, and domain knowledge experts are not the developers. Like everybody knows only one segment of the business. These are the issues where disconnect is created between the teams. So this leads to problems. So we should have strong knowledge management, and we should try to capture the tacit knowledge into operational knowledge, so that whenever a person goes, nothing goes with his ingenuity. We have standard knowledge database, no error database, then different servers are there, and we have capturing everything together as a team. Now, global delivery pressure versus substandard infrastructure versus poor skill set. So we commit at the global level to compete with other clients and with the other geographies. Like China is having their own estimate. Then Ireland is having developing countries. They are also into IT business because there is a lot of money. So overcommitment, and then there are some places in Pune where IT hub is there, where basic electricity or water itself is not there. Still, IT giant IT hubs are created in many cities. So there is that's why people have to work for 12 hours, 15 hours. So this is again one problem, that basic infrastructure or amenities are not there, and then global delivery pressure is there. See, in lockdown and all, the people who were in the remote place, one day there was no electricity, second day there was no network. So it was very difficult for the clients to tolerate such people. Lack of capability development and support infrastructure. The capability development, like in previous days, once you go in bank or in railways, then you stick there, and 40 years you can work on same knowledge without updation. Whatever you learn in your job, that is sufficient for doing further jobs or further positions. At the same time, people were heavy pensions and provident funds. In this nowadays global market, there is no concept of pension. Then it is a very sad state of affairs after retirement, and nobody pays attention to the capability development. That is, you have to learn something day by day. You have to enhance your capabilities as per the current market. So for that, quick learning, keeping an eye on the market, and hunch for your career development needs to be there. TCV falling down due to global competition. That is, your dollar rate is reducing, euro rate is reducing. All those things are there. So, and various competitors are coming. So TCV is also falling. So clients know that project from company A to company B after 3 years, they can take a 20-25% discount. Plus, they will be on toes whenever take a new project. Plus, they are going for CM model. That is, one is integrator and others are the vendor. Integrator takes care of their work, plus it controls other vendor. So integrator is in a powerful position and it controls. That model is coming in the market. Domain knowledge experts and technical team and the project management team, all these are disjoint. So people feel that my junior people know things, so I need not know. That is a myth. Career growth path in human resources. In foreign countries, I can be a mainframe coder for 40 years or 45 years. Now, basically what happens is, here you cannot have that path. You have to be manager. You have to stop your technical work. You have to take care of people, their resignations, their replacements, training, talking to customer, calls. So knowledge path is blocked, but the market is not going to tolerate that, because in the current job, you have a lot of respect because you are in that company. The takeaway is very poor. However, when you go for other job, people say, what is your takeaway for so many years? Career path like appraisals and all, they are not for promotion and increments. They are ideally the purpose of appraisal is where what is your market value and where you should be and what you are. Find the gaps and make a plan for 6 months or 1 year. But Indian market, that is not the scene. All the companies, they do appraisal. Some other sheets are flowing at back end. And what is how where you should be and where you are and what is the gap and how do we meet that gap? Nobody's talking of that. I don't know why, but maybe nobody knows anything, or maybe people are not interested in other people. They're interested in their own self. But then as a boss, it is the responsibility of the boss also to see that if a person goes out, he will definitely get a work. He is a sellable product. That much knowledge dissemination has to be there. Otherwise, it is a sin in eyes of God everywhere, for people also and bosses also. Setting up metrics of his productivity council, knowledge management. Knowledge management, we have seen productivity council. Productivity has to be good so that your automation, then whatever automation you do, whatever robustness, RPA, robotic automation process, neural network, metrics office, all these have the data and they look for improvement. Now here what happens in BPO and all, the actual data capture is at the automatic, that is, but here we have to prepare our data and give. Now it is customer related challenges. So customer also many times does not know how to do. So requirement volatility, ambiguity, complexity. Requirements are coming out now and then. They are not stable, they are not structured, they are not modular, and they are not top to bottom. So requirement stability index, total number of requirement versus how many requirements have changed. That itself nobody is keeping track. Requirement traceability, like you have forward pass, backward pass. From business requirement to technical requirement to your impact analysis, specifications, coding, unit testing, system testing, and then your user acceptance testing. Then you have parallel testing. Then you have all in between stages are there. So ideally, your test plan should be created, test cases when you write the requirements, business requirements. So from requirement, you should be able to track the test result, that is forward pass. And backward pass is from test results, you should be able to track the lower level of requirement, that is backward pass. Now at each node, you have leads and lags. At the same time, whenever you have a package or you have a delivery of one project, then there are a lot of components. So all your design, all your coding, all your test plans, they form the vertical traceability. And both traceabilities are important. Communication gap between vendor and customer, like they are not on same page. The cultural gap, the knowledge gap, or the domain gap, accents, timings, they connect lot of disconnect between vendors and customer. That's why CM model is coming. Integrator in between and then vendors. Stock market manipulation in IT industry. So in IT in India also, as well as globally, there is a lot of stock market, the shareholders' money. So why one should worry for shareholders' money? I will see my profit. Okay. Environment instability due to technology. Technology changing now and then, new things come. People don't know what to do. So one thing goes, second hype comes. People talk anything about those technology. So business vendor, that is CM model, that inter-vendor gap. The customer are not, see, incumbent vendors. Customer is not in a position to, because they have their own challenges, that there are also attrition, there are also layoffs, they're also going into losses. Compounding effect of reliability and business outcome predictions. So business outcome, what is the business outcome and what is expected, so that it becomes difficult to sustain, convince people. All things cannot be disclosed. Now, quality assurance and testing, that is not of required standard. See, for all these, you should be a qualifier for RFP. For all these certification should be there. But what is how to do it? People don't know. What to do, they know. How to do, nobody wants to know also. So people get certifications for sake of certifications. And then they can qualify for the RFP or new business because they are all the qualifiers. But in reality, what is expected out? It is a manifesto, and the real fruits of it you should get, and you should be able to transfer them to customer also. That is the objective behind the different certifications, and you have this audits, then assessments, and then organization level. So many drives are going on. Huge cost is there. When he comes, you see that time. That is a culture. Expected issue foreseen crop up and impact on estimate. Re-estimation, the work is not done. 2 more months, get it sanctioned from the top management. Now, industry-related challenges. What are the industry-related challenges? That is the severe scalable and capable business process. This is hygiene of the metrics. The basic hygiene we have to see. That whatever we do, see, jogging I have to do for me becoming fit. I cannot ask somebody else to do the jogging. Like that, we have to maintain the health of in our area. So if honestly, if you implement, people automatically get a lot of market value. If you manipulate, all the results are also manipulative. Now these models are not implemented, whatever are there for certification and assessment. Coal decomposition, plow back academics into corporate and corporate back to academics. Whatever we have learned in academics, we have to customize for the corporate. And then from corporate, we have to plow back to academics so that industry becomes richer and richer. Absence of implementation of 3-tier oscillating model. So whatever topic I have chosen, there is no such model in the market. Proactive measures, reactive measure for sick industry, proactive measure for non-sick industry. Vertical and horizontal dependencies are not mapped. See, whenever you roll down anything, the goals, when they are passed down, they have to be made little stronger and stronger. Okay, so that when you roll up the in average, it becomes all right. We cannot have loose goals. Voice of the process has to be much more stronger than the voice of the customer. Customer demands something, you give him 2x, like 1 pay 1 free. So like that, your voice of the customer has to be much stronger than the voice of the process has to be stronger so that you are on ease with the customer. Not effectively used for margin improvement. Ultimately, if you give more profit, your boss will be happy. If you bring new projects, your boss will be happy. So basically hunting, farming, then all those things are required. And then pillars of the business, you have to make them stronger and stronger. If you are in the delivery side, you have to expand the current account. You have to bring autopilot projects. You have to bring new projects. And you are in the preferred vendor list and you have the objective of moving towards the CM. That why I can't be the CM, why I cannot control other vendors. That will come with performance, that will come with confidence, that will come with high amount of efforts, whatever you do. So these are the goals like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Decomposition of vision. Tier 2 to tier 3. Then you plow back again. That is, you come down like our parents do for us. We do for our child. Then we have to give back. We have to give back to society what we get. We have to give back to our parents. We have to give back to our grandparents. That's how family works. That three generations, they will pass down and they will pass up. So it is like whatever is their problems, you give good to others. Even though you get poison, you have to give nectar. So that's how things will come down and things will go up. So organization level issues definitely all have to contribute. Okay, organization is loss, so 2% increments. We have to help organization. Or if we are helpless, we are forced to help the organization. Okay, so that's how your goal, your processes, your remedies, and your actions will help. Whenever there's a water in the ship, captains take the bucket and drum and he starts putting out. Because then automatically other people start putting water out. It is not a time where you dictate you can command over the other staff to throw water out. All will sing. Instead of that, first captain takes the bucket and drum and jar and he starts putting the water out. So that's how it works. So this is how things will go down, things will go up. You have to be little stricter down. And then while you roll up, you will enjoy the benefits because you're strict in the previous. Like you do good for your prelims, then you are at ease for the final exam. So I have decided to take a mathematical model. It is a model like CMMI, where it is a 3-tier oscillating model. Now this model will be a simple regression equation, but it is a very powerful technique. Like if you have a heart attack, then a simple solbitrate also saves your life. So one cannot say that it was just 2 rupees solbitrate and neighbor gave me. But the usage is you saved your life. You're normal now. Like that, it is a regression equation. Y is equal to ax1 plus bx2 plus a linear regression equation, which we studied in school. And then you have to apply to IT industry to real world problem. So when you identify the problem, like my organization problem is this. So why organization is into problems? Because all the verticals, this problem is lying and it is rolled up. Why verticals are in problem? That the projects or the accounts have got that problem. So you have to make it tight at that level, and then all other layers can enjoy the benefits. estimation are predict for future. What is ideal for your organization? Then what is ideal for your organization? You try to control it, plan, do, check, act. So you plan something to do it, then you check it and then act. Clarify the assumptions and variable parameters. So you have to write assumptions everywhere. Enables managing or optimizing IT processes, allows simulation and multi-dimensional analysis. How is that model? That is a robust model, that is scalable model, that is dynamic model, explicit model, and stochastic and deductive model, that is on past data. It is based on the past data. See, in neural network, the quality of the data will adjust the weights. And from that weights, your system's precision and accuracy will be decided. So it depends on the quality of the data. So that way your model will work. So this is how model is. These are the characteristics which are already robust, precision, consistency, and it is like unique, concentrated principle. It can work on any industry, any domain, any technology. It needs to be refined and then parameterized depending on changes in the market and changes in the business. Okay. Now, expectations. What are expectations from this model? What do you expect? Robustness, scalable on any 100 people organization or 1 lakh people organization. Performance improvement, and you have to move up in the value chain. That is, your business has to be more higher and higher. You cannot be doing always the lower level of business. So you have to get business, high lower level of business, like nothing is required. Not much of domain technology, interfaces between domain and technology, then processes. Anybody can do that lower level of business. But then your market value is judged on that. Continual improvement. So develop oscillating self-adjusting mathematical model using linear algebraic analysis, roll up, roll down, monitor, track, then improvise that model capability, sustainability, stability, project level performance, account level performance, then vertical level performance and organization level performance. So there are various tools used, that is null hypothesis, alternate hypothesis, pie chart, then Pareto chart, 80-20 rule, 5Y technique, control charts. These are the simple techniques which are used in IT industry. Pareto charts tell you 80-20 rule, that is 80% of the problems in life are because 20% of the things we don't know, or 80% of the wealth is with 20% of the people. Control chart will tell you UCL, LCL, and customer expectations. Then different other tools like Monte Carlo simulation, that is how to simulate. If you have 5,000 data points, how to make it 5 lakhs. Because it is very difficult to get the data. I have taken data from the primary data house. Because once you are in employment, your employment and your personal research both have to be mutually disjoint. So data, good data is available. There are some data houses, they provide you data for research. Now, after getting from them, then also you have to filter that data, normalize that data, remove outliers, then perform homogeneity test, whether apple juice and orange juice can be mixed together. That is a homogeneity test. all that needs to be performed, and then you can use that data for the organization. Now we cannot mix your employment and your research. Okay. At the same time, these are the things which I have used basically Pareto chart, chi-square test. That is a group of 10 students. They are to be given training. So how they were before the training and how they are after training. What is the significant difference? Do we accept the training? Do you accept the null hypothesis or do you accept the alternate hypothesis? That is chi-square test is also used in different charts that is provided in Excel. So that's how things are. Now, any questions? Hello.
Sir, I'm checking. As of now, no questions.
No questions. Everything is clear to everyone.
Yeah.
Anything? Anybody has got any questions? Any question I can answer.
Sir,
Okay.
no, so far no questions.
So now what do? You take a break or we should continue for 10-15 minutes?
We can take a break. We can take a
Okay.
break.
So if people want to ask some questions, they can ask after the break also.
Yes.
So this is how I have done the research. Hope that it should be helpful to all. So
Okay.
taking
So
pain area of the. Go ahead. Go ahead.
so we'll take a small break of 15 minutes. So we'll connect at around 11:10. So is this okay, sir?
11:10. It is
Yeah.
10:52.
10:52, no? At around 11 o'clock we'll connect.
11.
11 o'clock.
Okay. Okay.
10 minutes. Huh?
Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks all.
Yeah, thank
Welcome all after a small break. PDU details will be provided to all participants through mail ID as per attendance. Over to Dr. Abhay. Please type your questions in the chat box. Hello, Dr. Abhay. Please continue.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, yes, Dr. Abhay. Please
Yeah,
continue.
yeah. Let us start.
Yes.
Let's start.
So we have one question in the chat box. So 1 minute. I will read out the question to you. So Claude has asked, are there case studies you can speak about?
What?
Are there
I didn't
any
get the
case
question.
studies?
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, yeah. I'm speaking about it.
Okay, okay, yes.
Post break, there is a case study which will explain the things in detail. What I have told just now, that is for the how part of it, what part of it, what is expected out, and what are the benefits current scenarios in industry, in corporate, and in the geographies, in the global business, plus with each individual, and then what is expected out, what is hunch for my research, and what it is, what I have done for the same. So learning is very demanding. So I will explain you now. Any other question?
No, sir. No more questions.
Okay, then can I start?
Yes, sir. Please share your screen.
Yeah. Now, basically, this slide we have gone through, that what is expected out. Learning is demanding means you have to keep on learning. Doctorate is not easy. There are couple of steps in doctorate. First is your PET examination, PhD entrance test. Then after that, you have to do the document review, whether you are eligible after passing the test. There is a document review. That is, do your documents comply with the research? The next step is after document review, you have to prepare synopsis, that what you will be doing in the thesis. You have to submit that synopsis, that get it approved. Once your synopsis is approved by all the experts and the topic is unique and you are doing something new. See, all cannot be Einstein's and Galileo. If you find out the gap in others' work done so far and try to address that gap, then also it is okay. Also, if you have something new, 2 inches over the current research or current results of the research, then also it is new. So we should choose that topic and do on that. So, and there are a lot of other formalities after synopsis. Then is your examinations on research methodology, various statistical tools, various research methodologies, computer, internet, how do you tackle different tools? All those exams are there. After that, you qualify for the DRC, that is after the written examination on the research methodology. Then comes your actual research work. Then you have to keep on publishing series of paper, various defenses will go, various forums, you have to do the conferences, and then after research paper and conferences, you have to publish your work in spot by spot to various experts. Various toll gates are there. Once.
Hello, Dr. Abhay, excuse me. Sir, your presentation is not visible. Can you reshare your screen?
Oh, sorry. Is it visible now?
Yes, it is loading.
Okay. After that, you have to submit your final thesis and get the PhD done. So that is a thesis, and we should do some sort of research if it is possible, so that you stand as a different entity. There is a lot of respect, and there are various universities. We have to see which universities are authentic. Their degrees are approved by UGC and which are blacklisted. So you register any good university and then you can also start your PhD. Nothing is difficult, but lot of hard work is required. People may humiliate you that you don't know anything, but it's okay. There is an attempt to learn. Definitely you will succeed and get the degree. So you will be different entity altogether once you get the degree. So after that degree, then also you have to keep on publishing the papers on the same topic. So I have published till date a lot, about 10 papers, 10 research papers. And on that basis, I got admission for Doctor of Science degree. In literature, it is called DLIT. In science, it is called DSc. Now, tools and techniques used. I will come to the case study. Tools and techniques used. SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunity, threats. Then feasibility of the tool, whether the tool is feasible, and what is expected pain area. Is it capable of addressing the pain area? How much time your solution will be sustainable? How much time your solution is standardized? It is has to be concentrated philosophy so that it can be take to the any situation. Goal question method. What is your goal? Now you have to question your goal. Say you want to become CEO after 10 years. That is your goal. Now question that goal, where I am lacking, what is it? That your communication skills need to be improved. Your business focus needs to be improved. Goal decomposition, that is you have to decompose your goal. Like you have to have such and such investment at the age of 60. So you have that 10% will be in FD, 40% will be in shares, 30% in mutual funds, like that you have to decompose. Balance scorecard. On this, the entire business runs. It is a very, very important tool. The foundation of balance scorecard is your domain, that is your delivery technology, legal and compliance, that is SOX and all those rules are there. Then customer satisfaction. Customer after all is he pays you. So he is God for you. Then supplier and partners from whom you get services. What is quality of their services? Depending on their services, your services will be dependent on. Like if the servant is clean, house will be automatically clean. And then legal, that is how many suits are going on, penalties, finance. These are the important terms on which the business runs. HR. So there are 4-5 parameters on which the entire, you take care of these parameters, your business will be successful, provided each parameter of this balance scorecard is green. It should not be the amber or red. Mathematical model, algebraic equation, control chart and plots that will tell you which are the problematic areas, common cause and a particular systematic cause, a cause and a peculiar cause. Pareto chart, 80-20 rule, process sigma, big Y, Minitab, simulation, Excel and Monte Carlo. KPI we have talked in detail. There was I did lot of literature survey. See, you have to do literature survey that to establish the uniqueness of the topic, okay? Your topic has to be unique. I will take this slide later. Now, what is an equation? Y is equal to ax1 plus bx2 plus cx3 plus d. This is the equation we have to learn in school. Now, x1 is a measurable upstream controllable process. These are independent variables. Now, y depends on x. When a is positive, when you increase x1, your y will increase. When b is negative, when you decrease x2, your y will increase. And big Y is a function of x1, x2, x3, x4, x5. Say profitable growth is a function of schedule variance, effort variance, post-shipment defect density, internal defect density, productivity. Say when productivity increases, your profitable growth will increase. your performance increases, your efficiency increases, your profitable growth will increase. When schedule variance, effort variance reduce, or when attrition reduces, your profitable growth may increase. I'm not saying will increase, but may increase. So some will be positive, some will be negative. Some will have direct relationship, some will have inverse relationship. So now, after all this theory, we are moving towards the actual research or the business case. So it is a very simple equation which is taught in 8th or 9th standard. It's not a big blah, 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 something very high which will go above head. So we are customizing this. Now, tier 1. What is tier 1? CXO, CDO, CTO, CIO, CPO, all this. It is a shareholders' money which is pumping. Shareholders can be global, shareholders can be local, shareholders can be promoters, shareholder can be disruptors. Anyway, tier 2 is vertically accounted and tier 3 is program manager, project manager, and real shop floor people, coder, tester, reviewers. Now, I have seen the organization where schedule variance was high. That is, actual date minus the expected date. The project was supposed to complete on 31st August. Today is 16th or 17th of September. Still, almost 50 days are over. And now, still I'm doing the delivery. I don't know what is going on. Okay. So, all projects are delayed and the customer or the nature of business is such that schedule is important. Okay. In some situations, your accuracy is important. Customer may tolerate the delay. In some case, they are perfect on the deadlines. They may tolerate rework. But that system should be in place so that there is no business loss. Certain feature you can keep on enhancing once the project is live. Okay. That's how it depends on priority, where in my organization, all the projects, everything is behind the schedule. Quality may be good, but there is a penalty for delay. There is direct business loss. There is defamation, degradation, devaluation. Your promoters have become detractors. So they are defaming that one cannot perform, they cannot deliver anything. So since schedule variance is the pain area, projects are behind the schedule, then vertical is behind the schedule. Vertical is behind the schedule, then organization is behind the schedule. So what happens? Profitable growth is hampered. Profitable growth means everything. Your business expansion, profit in the current business, revenue shrinking, losing customers, paying penalties, all those things. So profitable growth it's a function of schedule variance, effort variance, post-shipment defect density, customer satisfaction survey, requirement stability index, review efforts on requirement, review, requirement review, design, then TED coding, then unit testing, parallel testing, then your system testing, productivity, efficiency, revenue, cost of quality, cost of bad quality, cost of poor quality, all. So some may be positive, some may be negative. Some variables can be positive. Customer satisfaction, going to detractors. People are talking bad things, and then the promotion may not work, but demotion works. The fame spreads like a wind. Schedule variance this is a constant. This is requirement effort. So your requirement effort increases, schedule variance decreases. How? There is a seepage matrix that whatever defects are in the requirement gathering, it becomes e raised to x costlier to catch it during the testing. It becomes e raised to x costlier to catch and fix it during the system testing. So defects in the requirements are to be caught during the requirement review. Defects in design needs to be caught in the design review. Plus, if there is a seepage of requirement defects, you have to catch. Like that, defects are pulled to next level. That is loan of grandfather. 4 generations are paying or suffering. Actually, they have to clear there, plus whatever is backlog, that also you have to clear. So that way, if your say, you see design rework is more, then your schedule variance will automatically decrease because you are doing rework properly. You are fixing the bugs, you are finding the bugs and fixing them. So your knowledge, domain knowledge, technology knowledge, practices knowledge, processes knowledge is reviewer should be always better than the original worker. And we have to give him something that against this we will review, not in the air. Okay. So this equation is formed at the vertical level, same is drilled down to project level because equation is same. And then what happens later? We found out the problem. Schedule variance is a problem. The X has to be measurable, upstream and controllable. Means the X1, if it is during the requirement, it is easy. If problem is at the design, it is little difficult. And if it goes down, that is during unit testing, very difficult. System testing, very, very difficult to catch the bug and fix it because you have to go back and change all the documentation, change all the records. Otherwise, you will be nowhere. So that comes the configuration management concept that everybody knows. Okay, now this is the research methodology, identification of pain area, stratified sample chosen. So what I have chosen is Diamond Jamie is a company, domain is vertical. And these domains I have chosen. Java technology, practice is development change request. Period is 16-17 because I have done doctorate in 18. So that time I have gathered the data. Then purchase data from the data house. That is quantitative research. You purchase the data. Depend on the what specifications you require. You study their authenticity, you study their credibility. And then you perform acceptance testing, that is homogeneity test, normality test, and whatnot, all cleansing. And then you do the baselining. So in IT organization, there is a baseline. See, baseline is where do I stand? Now, suppose if finances you baseline. So I have this much of money. Say I have 10 lakhs now. So at the age of 60, I need to have 2 crores. So will you to go and tell others that I have 10 lakhs? That is with you. Or you may take advice from various investment agents. So basically that is capability baselining, and that is different for all the organization. No two individuals are same. So each organization is different, their business is different, their geographies are different, the culture is different, staff is different. So they have to base their own organization baselines. Like my blood reports, mine. X blood reporter X. He has to work on his blood reports. I have to work on my blood reports. Simple. Like that, you have to perform the capability baseline so that Monte Carlo simulation, all those baselining, all those will come. So after 6 months or 1 year, baselines are revised. That is to find out where do you stand, to predict how much improvement I want in 1 year, how much improvement I want 10 years, and then how do I predict for future. So this is the research methodology which I have explained to you. Continual feedback, that is continuous and continual, two different words. Continuous means you remember Pune Bombay highway, new expressway, straight mountains are there and net is kept. Where is the old highway which Britishers have constructed more than 150 years? They have made proper steps that avalanche, if it escapes, it halts on the next step. It doesn't come down on the vehicle or road. It has got steps so that they catch that at that level and they improve. Then it can be fixed. But then it doesn't directly come to the road. Whereas new expressway, avalanches are coming on the road and spoiling the vehicles. So this is the X bar. So this is a case study which somebody was asking. This is a case study. Then you try to control schedule. Now see, each vertical, each project, this equation will be different if you have their own data. But at the organization level, this is a problem you improve. So you calculate in whichever way you want, then you roll up, then the organization will benefit. You'll see that schedule variance was of say 30%. It has reduced to 25%. Good improvement. Next 6 months, it has gone to 15%. If you establish this and give show results to customer, this is we accept what is a problem. We accept our mistakes, but we don't want punishment. This is what we are doing. One is these are the see once you have these poor profitable growth and you identify the problem that requirements are not proper or coding is not proper, then why? Then you apply 5 why it is not proper. I have to train my people for domain. I have to train the specification writing people for requirement gathering. For technology, technical people are to be taught technology. Proper training is to be given. Proper reviews are to be arranged of a better people. Inter-company, inter-project reviewers have awards for those so that people do it properly. Have performance based on their outputs. So these are the some measures which will improve your processes within the project. That improvement in the technical skill set, then you have various within the organization so that you improve day by day and overall improvement is there. So this is a case study and this has been found very effective on year. I'll show you after this. This is a collection cleansing of data and this is how things are. So banking and financial, we have
Hello,
taken
Dr.
Citibank,
Abhay.
HSBC.
Hello, Dr.
Yeah.
Abhay. Sir, can you reshare your screen because it is not visible?
Now it is visible.
No. We are not able to see your screen. So if you can reshare.
Now it is visible.
No, it is loading.
Is it visible?
No, sir, it is not visible yet.
Why?
Sir, maybe you can stop sharing and reshare again.
Now can you see?
Yes, sir, I can see. I will ask the participants if they can see, they can type in the chat box. You continue, sir.
Okay. Now the case study which I have taken. So this is the case study which I have taken. That is banking and finance. These are the banks which I have taken. Insurance, these are the two companies. Retail, these are the two companies. They are global clients. These are the planned dates. These are actual date, actual start date, actual end date. Now, after the analysis, this is the process improvement. This is how my schedule variance has changed from year to year. It has the big Y chart, that is the control chart has been drawn and it has reduced a lot. And these are the actual results. See, here if you see, here if you see, like this is the overall performance at an organization level. That productivity of success of schedule variance goal is set to 2%. So before the implementation, it was 79.67% problems. And after you implement in a year, it has become 88.67. The results are like miracle. Okay. You problems were not identified. Typically, that is the problem. We accepted the problem, and on the real data, we have implemented the solution. So after implementation, what results are shown that they are phenomenal. Okay. So it is for critical sub-process. See, you cannot control anything at group level. A task which is there in the project, it is PM job to split it to the granular level. And granular level things only can be controlled. So we cannot control the main process. You have to control the sub-process. Okay. So results and benefits. Okay. What are the results and benefits? Strong bond between tiers. That is a correlation. We feel that each tier has got relationship with the lower tier, and lower tier are contributing to higher tier, like family relationship. That is strong bond between 2 generations, 3 generations. Impact on one tier strongly affects other tier. That is, if children are having issues, we feel very sad. Critical sub-process to control critical. Control sub-process to control the main process. That is, break down to the granular level, and that only you control. Control over delivery objective, yield to control over business objectives. So business objective to delivery objective to project objective to programmer objective, and vice versa. That is to oscillate from top to bottom, bottom to top, circular oscillation. Degree of success to be measured on mathematical model. Degree of success to be measured on non-SIC industries, SIC industries. Profitable growth, quality of work, increase in business, branding, customer loyalty, that is promoter, reduction in detractor, and moving organization up in value chain, that is you improve the business. Okay. Goals are tightened for copying the changing business needs, market condition, and better results. Conclusion. So such, even though it looks to be abstract, it is applied in the real sense. Basically, whatever we learn is to implement in the industry. So we should have that strong bound, and it has helped. And this is where your CMMI model stands. It is similar to that. The CMMI model or your model for model for BPO, that is COPIC. All these models, they work on same principle. So you monitor the vendors and control the organization business objectives. So this can be one way of controlling. It is not the only way or ultimate way, but this is a strong way where your COE or any other such organization can keep on working. Our quality department is for this only. That you establish your baselines and measure the performance. Now, if you want to, if they want to fudge data and then cook something and give, there is no end to it. So honestly, if you work towards the benefit, okay, like a child, you give money because you access money, some amenities, and you sit for 2 hours and be with him and do things with him. Both are at different level. One cannot substitute to the other. Okay. So basically, this is the objective, that such models have to be implemented honestly. Their feedback needs to be transferred to top management and needs to be then transferred to the customer and end customer. That is the objective of any audit and assessment. It's not that get the certificate and forget it. Okay. So this is the conclusion. These are the recommendations where it can be used. So it can be used for any industry, any domain, any vertical. So there are models for merger acquisitions also. Okay. Then I have published, I have given many conferences at many places, and I have published 10 papers, that is productivity improvement, then goal decomposition, then your SLAs configuring and using them for productivity enhancement. Then I have given one on vendor algorithm, supply chain management. All these 10 papers on Scopus index, it is very difficult. UGC care list is little difficult. Springer, it is very difficult. So you have to aim at higher level journals, Springer or Scopus, where the publication will have value. And man is recognized in the industry from the publications. And after that, it's patent. So you can patent something. So that has got again more value. So there is no harm in trying, okay? And this can go along with your job. There is no harm in hard working or setting a goal and complete it within 3 years or 5 years. These are long-term goals and achievements. And then in the education academics, you can work on your own terms, that I want to work only for 10 hours per week, or I want such and such money. Then you plan the reverse way. So I will give the sessions in such and such duration. So that depends on how you want to set the career, what you want to do. So in fact, for ladies, it is very good that you work. This is the literature survey which I have done for the study of models, which I have done for the uniqueness of the literature, uniqueness of my topic, books, research papers, different sites, and the learning journey continues. It is very demanding. It is very demanding. It is very challenging. You have to keep on working hard. People will humiliate you. There are administrative hiccups that after submission they won't call you, or they will create so many problems. But you have to set higher goal and work aloud for that goal. Think aloud. That is the thing which I want to explain. Any questions? Anything you want me to explain again? Hello.
Please type in your questions in the chat box.
Hello. What is the most optimal model used for resolving resource problem in the project? Okay. What is the resource problem? There is a organization level attrition, there is industry level attrition, and there is a project level attrition. If the manager is very knowledgeable, and if he has a stand-up meeting and he disseminates knowledge, and people will get their market value, then it is a win-win situation. Then if the project is operating not on fear-based model, but it is on the guidance-based model, then also people are happy. Other things like organization is not performing well, 5% increments, all these are beyond our scope. What we can do is we can standardize the project, standardize the account, you can standardize the vertical and make it crisp clear. Things make smooth and easy for everyone. Then you plan for their development and all. So if there is a good culture in the project atmosphere, people will stick. This is what you can do. Then there's a PCMMI for people, because all these industries, BPO, KPO, IT, these are based upon human beings. If the quality of people, those who are working for you, is good, you will get your life is easy. If they are bad, if they are not interested in work, their caliber is poor, then definitely you will suffer. Your performance will be definitely at stake and you will suffer. So PCMMI is introduced for that, but then people see MMI. But then we have to, it should not be checklist that I have done this, yes. Real fruits we are deprived of. So we have to do that honestly. Plus, if it is a knowledge-based atmosphere, knowledge-based environment, where people are learning new things, same things, whatever people know, nobody is interested in listening that. So if knowledge sharing session, technology session, the people will definitely feel like working for you. If guidance, but if you work hard and make environment easy, standardize the things and make them learn, people will stay. So such techniques, if knowing the pain area, recommend people, or if increments are not possible, promotions, awards, picnics, make them happy, so that you have good people with you and they stick around with you. So that way you have gained the willingness and confidence of people. It will be good for everyone. then you can try various models if you honestly they work and the organization proposes them because there is a cost involved. Okay. Then second is, are we killing the talent in the name of promotions? See, we cannot kill or boost anything. Okay, you don't have control over the market. In global business, in Indian IT industry, 3 or 4 levels are doing same jobs. In fact, there are times where the lowest level job is good because they're hands-on on the technology. Now they are promoted like they feel at that level, they feel that I am promoted, some increment I got. So that stage it is okay. Like first standard to second standard people who that pleasure is different. 10th pleasure is different. Degree pleasure is different. Like that promotion needs to be given, but then resource as well as the boss has to work so that he doesn't do same job. See, the appraisal systems are very capable of detecting the disconnecting the gap in between your role versus your designation versus your output versus your salary versus your grade competency mix, your strength, weakness. All these, if your grade versus output is a issue, it is a problem. Grade versus salary is a issue. High salary and lower grade, it is a problem. Then your grade versus your role, there is a problem. If wrong money you accept, then it is a problem for you. If high money they offer you by mistake, it is problem for them. So there is nothing like at that position if people stays for 3 years, even though it is a less inferior, then also he is there for 3 years. He has got some know-how of the organization, culture, project, account. So we have to promote him. He will go, then again problem. If there is a resource is very competent of solving everybody's problem, make him happy. That is a way of keeping the employee delight. ESAT, employee satisfaction survey, that is to be measured. And then it is an employee-based industry. So we have to make them happy because the attrition rate of the market and attrition rate of the company. Attrition rate of the company is higher than the attrition rate of the market, then company is having some problems. Okay. So the people who are there for 5 years, 10 years. So we have to see if 1 into n equal to 1. That is what we learned in first year, and that is for 10 years is doing same job. Then we have to tell him that it is you are being promoted or salary increase, but then we should not be held responsible. Later on, your market value is deteriorating because the communication skills, customer interface, then your management skills need to be improved. Okay, and then manager has to think from the company profit also, not only from employee benefits. So this, how do we manage the work and studying? See, basically, when you set a higher goal and you do work for yourself, see, when your thoughts go in good direction, then God will ensure that you have good people around and they are there for your booster or their support. There are people who are more interested in making your doctorate or making your paper more reasonable. So when you are in the work, it is very, very easy to do publish research papers, publish your work because you have the organization set up. And without touching your moral character, ethics, and organization norm, you can do a lot of work. Like you have good professional friends. So presentation, see, when my presentation is there now, not this I have given now many presentation, but it is for very senior people or CXO. I give to my friends who are there to support me in the organization. They are willing to give constructive feedback so that instead of third party dissecting and then exposing me, they expose me or they, and so that I'm prepared for all the questions. So your friends, professional friends, they help you a lot. Now see, uh, any official work, printer say, if you print 5 pages extra for your research, nobody is going to count in the organization. We are not violating any moral character ethics or organization norms or organization principle, customer principles. But it helps. It is difficult, but it is not a one time driven, it is not a time driven work. It is 5 years plan. And then if you have 5 years plan, if you have a PhD topic, then papers and all, everything is in that topic only. So it helps the topic. Plus you have internal guides, external guides, the guides who are only for signature. They don't have knowledge, but their signature and stamp is required. Guides who can take your paper to next level. That becomes an international paper. So you have such people around, and then if you, they will be happy to help you. So good people are still existing. They are ready to help. And then whatever your research work and whatever job you are doing or whatever your to be career, that needs to help each other, not in the tangential way. Professional success as well as personal success as well as academic success, all should be in hand in hand. Okay, circles should be interlinked to each other so that if you have this, you can apply in your job. It should depict in your job. If you have in job, like if you have know-how of the technology, know-how of the domain, know-how of the managerial skill set, pulse of the business, pulse of the customer, pulse of the process, your fear will go and you will operate with confidence. So confidence boosting is also one of the area. So this is how we have to set a goal for 5 years, and then you have a lot of free time. It's not that we have CTV and then we chat on the mobile and see download stupid things on mobile and keep on watching. That is time pass business. Each and every person daily sends thousands of messages. And out of that, previously IBM mainframe, it was so miles and miles of uh, printouts were useless. Few inches are relevant. Like that, hours together are wasted and few seconds are of knowledge value to you. So a lot of time is there. In job also, a lot of time pass is there. People, they spend a lot of time for going to canteen and then discussing about other people, what is going on, which is a useless activity. You look for yourself and you improve. That is talking about promotion, increments, that is notional to that organization. So how does it help in, you see, money is very important, but futility of everything should be known in time so that you take higher goals in hand and then work towards it. So 5 years goal or one paper per year or 1 degree per year, that is not at all difficult. I don't think so. And people, your family also will support you if you are doing doctorate or doing something good. It is a pride for them also. That is take away. And you have to sustain your career for 40 years at least. Not that after, if you plan and your plan is successful, then you can retire early. But otherwise, it is very, very difficult. In private jobs, your salary keeps on increasing, your expenses keep on increasing, your status, this thing, you cannot spend time. That's why you compensate in money and all equations in life go wrong. So study is the best thing one can take. Devote time, you'll get a lot of respect, self-satisfaction. Plus, you can do guide PhD students. That is again free time when you have, what you do in your free time? You relax, watch TV, or you see your WhatsApp, how many messages have come. So instead of that, you can use for creative activities where you can add to the community. You can give back to community, whatever you got from educational institutes. So you get lot of people in PMI forums, and lot of people are there who are ready to contribute to research papers. But I was also not getting the way after working hard. And see, the world is going to humiliate you, irrespective of whether you know or you don't know. So one who knows the stuff, and if it teaches you and humiliates, then why not to tolerate, rather than stupid people humiliating you for having no knowledge. That is sad part of it. So knowledge is the safest way of survival. Buttering, then backstabbing and all these things, they are very short-term things and very sinful ways of survival. So that's the answer for everybody can manage. It's not me. You add something because of value, you give up something because of your increasing age. So like that, everybody can do. I don't think it is difficult for over 5 years and over per month getting say 5 to 10 hours. Not difficult for anyone. In office also you get some hours. At home you can get. While you are traveling, you can get some time. And work from home is the best for everything now, which COVID has proven. Any more questions? Job vulnerability is there, which can be removed with hard work and with higher goal, so that you can protect your job and feed 10 more people. Never touch anybody's food. That is a bottom line. Anything else? Anybody else? Any other questions? This is a research model, so people may feel it abstract, but if you implement honestly, you will get fruits of it. It is a inductive principle. It will tell you what part to do, how it will not tell. Like you have your standards, various audit standards, various CMA, they will tell you what part of it, how that you have to customize for your own. Like your Bible or Bhagavad Gita will tell what to do. They will not tell you have to customize for your situation and your own personality. So that so I have shown you what part of it and how also I have shown you by how I got the data, what is the results, how you oscillate between the levels, what is the equation translated down and rolled up, how you got results. So that case study also I have exhibited, which has proven successful, and I got the degree on that also, which is proven for the model, which is different, which is customized for the organization need. Okay, any other questions? If not, then we can conclude. Any other questions?
No, sir, there are no more questions in the chat box.
Okay. Personally, if you want to ask orally, one can ask. Hope that this is useful for everyone.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Dr. Abhay, for this wonderful and knowledgeable session of development of mathematical model for solving business problems and information technology organization. And also, this was an insightful session, and knowing more details about your the doctorate and how you're doing it, that has also added a lot of insight and information for those who are aspiring or would be aspiring or getting inspired after your session. On behalf of PMI Mumbai chapter, I would like to present a certificate to you. I'm sharing my
Okay.
screen.
Thanks for giving me opportunity, and thanks for knowledge sharing session. Thanks for the audience for listening peacefully for 2 hours.
So please accept this certificate, sir, as a token of appreciation for giving us your time and effort and having this knowledgeable session.
Okay,
So
thanks.
you will be receiving a soft copy of the certificate in mail.
Okay. Okay.
For the participants who have joined the session, feedback link is provided in the chat box, requesting all the participants to provide your feedback so that we can incorporate changes in the coming session. For claiming PDUs, we will be sending mailers, and along with the mailer, we will be sending you the link for providing feedback again. So please provide feedback also. Wishing all our participants and our respected speaker a happy Ganesh Chaturthi, and may Lord Ganesha bless you and your family with happiness, success, and prosperity. Special thanks to Mr. Tushar also for coordinating this session. Have a great Sunday, everyone. Thank you all the participants for joining the session. We'll conclude today's session. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thanks.